What is up, ladies and gentlemen? CJ the Cheese DJ here, and we're back with another Monster Hunter Hammer build. And today we are taking a look at the Spinning Bludgeon of Death build. Yep, as you can see, Spinning a Bludgeon of Death is definitely something not to take lightly. So this build essentially allows you to deal more damage while front flipping and using your hammer and swinging it forward. This attack does a crap ton of damage, especially if you're facing a larger monster such as the Uragaan, which you just saw. And these attacks are nuts. So what we are going to be doing in this set is we're actually going to be trying to focus on skills that boost the effects of your jump abilities and the amount of damage that you're going to be outputting. Now, to get started off, you're going to want to just pretty much start off with your basic hammer set. Everything that you'd expect to use. So at the moment, you can see here we've got a Diabolos Shatterer 2, the Diabolos Hammer. We have a Dragon King Eye Patch Alpha, Dobermail Beta, Nergigante Vambraces Alpha, Nergigante Coil Alpha, Rathalos Greaves Alpha, and an Attack Charm Level 3. Now, before we get in here, I just want to quickly say that with this build, you can actually swap out the Nergigante Vambraces Alpha to a Beta, and you won't lose your level 7 attack. We currently have 8 attack with this build, which is invalid because attack boost only goes up to level 7. So we're technically wasting a slot. It's something that we have to fix up, but we haven't done just yet. So make sure you build yourselves the Nergigante Vambraces Beta if you plan on using Attack Charm 3. And you'll then have attack boost level 7 as well still going for you. If you decide to use this exact set, you can feel free to change this up. So essentially what we have done is we've equipped skills that will allow us to deal the most damage while also hitting the critical parts of the monster, as when you do your front flip of death, you are pretty much hitting all the critical parts, which with increased affinity you will do more damage to. We have also got Slugger level 2. Now don't forget you can get this to level 3 using gems. Agitator, obviously it's just going to increase our attack and our infinity. Now the two skills that you are definitely going to want to need are Airborne, which actually increases your jumping attack power by 10%. Now unfortunately there's only one level of this. It really sucks. I wish there were more, and you could turn yourself into like a spinning catapult of death. And the other skill that is pretty much necessary for this build is the Jump Master. This allows you to not take knockback while you are using your jumping attacks. So if you accidentally get knocked by the monster or a roar or anything like that, this will prevent you from getting knocked back. Now this is from the Rathalos Greaves Alpha. Once again, you don't actually need the alphas, you can use the beta. We just have the alpha for that extra point of weakness exploit, as we don't currently have the gem for it. Now if we come into the smithy quickly here, we'll show you what we have actually slotted, just so you guys have a brief idea. Now you can see here we've got the 2 Slugger Jewels implemented into the Dobermail Beta and the Diabolos Shatterer. Obviously, if we had the Nergigante Vambraces Beta, we would actually have another Slugger Jewel in there, and that would give us Slugger level 3, which gives us an extra 30% stun, which is always really helpful. Now you can also see that we have the Flight Jewel implemented into the Dragon King Eye Patch. Now you're just going to have to farm these jewels up and hope for the best once you get them. I would recommend trying to do Tempered Legiana quests. That is your best bet in getting those kind of jewels from there. And now we're going to show you this weapon in action. Now with this build, you're going to want to make sure that you are uphill from the monster and that you can get a decent amount of charge with your weapon off. Now you saw there, that wasn't the best of hits because obviously we only hit him once with our bludgeon, and then I think we actually managed to do it one more time. But make sure you're always uphill. Now it don't have to be. You can see here we're able to get it off right there. But majority of the time when you do this attack, you'll actually deal critical damage to the monster parts because you're just covering such a large range that you'll actually hit it regardless of where you hit it. Now another great thing about this is that this weapon build is really useful because obviously, like I said, you can mount monsters. Now, one thing that we did not actually mention with the build is that you can utilize the Palumu's chest piece. We also have that piece. We didn't have it equipped at the time though, but you can actually utilize that piece to mount the monsters easier. So if you plan on mounting the monsters with your hammer, which I honestly recommend you doing sometimes if you so feel the need to, because it can make the battle a whole lot easier. You see there, we just managed to get it. We actually hit for 84 on our first hit, which is a lot of damage. In comparison, let's just say, for example, we were doing this quest earlier, and we were only hitting 36 for each of our spin attacks. So that is a big difference going on right there. And that is with the Agitator skill and everything other skill that we had going on. So it does make a big difference. You've just got to take it into perspective, and I would definitely recommend using this set if you want a little bit of a fun and different playstyle with the hammer build. Because sliding down the slope and charging at your enemy with a full charged up hammer and then unleashing a gigantic front flip that is just begging the monster to die is a great way to play the game and a great way to use the hammer. You'll see over here once we get the manage to get the Bazelgeuse over here. He's being very difficult and doesn't want to cooperate. Now, like I said, with this set, you're going to want to use Tulai's flash bombs, traps, anything that can kind of immobilize the monster for a short amount of time that allows you to get a build-up of charge. You can see he's kind of getting close up here. He's not really cooperating with us here, but let's see. You can see from this little angle, we're actually managed to get a bit of a run-up. And we just hit 84. Now, if you can line up the monster perfectly and actually get a straight line on the monster, the Bazelgeuse isn't the easiest to line it up with, but the Uriagen, on the other hand, is a much easier to target to use it on, and he is very, very easy to hit all these attacks on him with. But that is essentially what this set is. It just enables you to play the hammer a little bit different than you're used to, and it's a great lot of fun to use. Now, take into mind as well that you can only really use this skill I found in the Elder Spire Wastes and the Elder Spire Recesses and the Wild Spire Waste, because they are the slopiest terrains of the lot. The Coral Highlands and the Ancient Forest is a little bit more difficult to do, as well as the Rotten Vale. It's a little bit harder to pull it off, but if you manage to find the right slopes, you can actually pull it off. So that'll be it for me today, guys. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know if you plan on using this build. I really like it. It's one of my favorite builds to use. But yeah, that'll wrap up this video today, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Got this soda, Remy boys that know